So really what I want to highlight today is the wallet that we've built. And the thing with the wallet is, this is just the first step in a long journey to make the wallet UX just the most superior possible. Um, to start, we've already sort of done that with allowing you to use, urbit IDs, almost like the .eth names. But I think that you know that's one piece of the puzzle. But over time, we'll do more integrations with how the wallet works. So um, everything I'm showing you today, is just the beginning. So actually, I should probably log out of this, log back in because I had the wallet unlocked. There we go. Let's see. Okay. So the way that this works is that the wallet has a passcode, but then you also have your password. So really, at the end of the day, there's two layers of encryption um, on top of the wallet itself. And the way that this wallet works is you have this agent on your Urbit chip that is running. It syncs metadata, does different things like that, but um, it does like sharing permissions and whatnot. But the actual private key for the wallet is stored and encrypted on the device. So if you were to log in on another computer and you wanted to access your wallet, you would need to use your seed phrase. Um, so that just gives you an idea of how it's you know secured or encrypted. Yeah, so let me just get in here. Okay. So as you can see, we have two wallets here. We've got it's on the testnet. We've got this wallet here with quite a few transactions. We've been testing this, pretty heavily. And I built this one today just for the sake of experimentation. So let's just dive in. So there's a few things that you can do. There's like the Bitcoin wallet, and this is not going to be as fleshed out in version one, or sorry, the alpha. Um, we're mainly focused on Ethereum. Um, Obviously, there's reasons why that's the case. So, like, if we jump into wallet one, we can see, we've got it seems like a wallet that you're used to. But the cool thing with this is that it's deeply integrated into what, Urbit has. Um, it's integrated with, yeah, Ps, all those things. And so, like, with this, we have the coins, obviously. So I have a bunch of test USDC, Uni, and we have this one, which is like our own internal, testing. Leo is the guy who's been working on this. So Leo made his own coin for testing. Um, and so, yeah, so we have the coins. We've got, NFTs. So right now in this current iteration, you can view NFTs, you can click and see metadata behind the NFTs. But transferring the NFTs will be added, in a later release. But all of this is pretty cool. So yeah, we have all of the transaction history as well. So if you were to like jump in, like maybe I can jump into one of these. I think I put a note somewhere, or maybe I didn't. Somewhere it was this one. Okay, never mind. I must have done it on the other wallet. So, anyways, what happens? What happens when you want to transfer send someone some ETH? Let's try that and see what happens. So there's two things we can do. I have a few test accounts that I could send this to, but also I can yeah, I can maybe send something from my other wallet to this wallet, and we can see how that works. So let me just go ahead and copy this. So I just copied the wallet right there. There's also the QR code. This will be more important when we have sort of the mobile app capabilities. But the way you can envision this is that, this is an app that will eventually work on your phone. All of these Tray apps, just to sort of hit the point, you've got, the DMs, you've got the wallet, and then you've got Rooms. All of these will end up being like a mobile app. Um, just so you know. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to send one. So we wanted to take our Ethereum wallet address here, and we're going to go back to wallet number two. So let's jump over here. All right, so in wallet number two, you've already seen I've kind of like test sent a few things down here. There's no NFTs, no coins, but let me go ahead and send to that wallet that I just had. So this guy here. All right, so let me do, I don't know, let me do O1 ETH maybe. Okay, so 17 USD, I guess. All right, let's send it. So next, actually, let's go higher. Let's send this guy zero point 0.6. Yeah, there we go. Oh, sorry, oh 0.6. There we go, $100. Let's do that. Okay, so when you just add an address, it has this sort of like, incognito mode guy. But what I'll show you in a second after we do this transaction, I'm going to show you how you can send via, an urbit ID. So let's just go ahead and send this one. Okay, so there we go. So we're sitting here, we're sending, zero point 0.06 ETH. I can jump in here and you see it's pending. If I actually click on the hash here, we should see, in the testnet Etherscan, it's firing off. So we can sit here and kind of watch it just pending. You can actually, view it here if you wanted to. Okay, so oh wow, that was fast. So it's now sent. Perfect. All right, we close this out. Yeah, so that was sent very quickly. So let's try to, yeah, let's go back. All right, and we see that there's now, an increase in the amount sent from here. Sweet. So it's super easy to do, super fast. And that's sort of like the way we want it. We want it to be easy to sort of move funds around. Want it to be very like, give a lot of feedback and things like that. So the next thing I'm going to try to do, since we're just, playing around with the wallet, is, well, maybe I could put a note in here. So this is like, yeah, from my other wallet. Boom. Okay, so that's saved. And that's it. And now we have the note. We know what's up. It stores that on our urbit. And yeah, it's pretty easy. So what I want to do now is, okay, so I sent that to this wallet one, because I want to send this to, my buddy for whatever reason. And wallet one is the one that I want him to see that I send from. So maybe I'll do, give me point, let's do 0.3. So $50. Sure. Or whatever, $50 or ish. And let's type in the name. So I have a few test ships running locally. One is Fez. So if I type in Fez, boom, very quickly, you've seen I poked out, got a response from Fez, and he gave me back his wallet address. And so the way this works is that there is the wallet that's running on Fez, on his, urbit, and I'm just asking him, I'm like, hey, what's the wallet that I should use? Then it returns back the wallet based on his, sharing permissions. And I can show you that in a second. Actually, let me jump into that before I dive in and do this. So let me just back out of this real quick. And if I go here, you can see here the settings for the wallet. So right now, the provider set to the default, which the default is we have our own sort of like, proxy server that makes sure that, we're, none of the IP stuff's happening. So that's like the default that comes out of the box, but obviously you can set your own provider and things like that. And then so there's like a few settings that are interesting. So you have the wallet creation mode. And this is just like whether you want to generate a new address for every transaction, or if you want to just like, have standard, just reuse the same wallet over and over again. And yeah, so this is the wallet visibility. So here you can set it to anybody, friends only, and nobody. So, I haven't set to anybody. The other guy has set to anybody. Therefore, when I go back here and try to send him some ETH, you'll see, it works. So let me just do that again. Fez. Boom. There he is. He's Fez. So hit next. And then we see, okay, we're going to send it to Fez. That's the address. All right, looks good to me. Let's do it. Confirm. All right, so this is firing off. And why this fires off, I'm going to actually log out of dev, and we're going to come over here to Fez. Password. What's the password? There we go. Okay. So here we are. We're in Fez, and let's see what we have. Okay. Still not here, so I wonder if it's in still in progress. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we just got it right there. That's our new transaction. Transaction received from this guy. Um, this is actually from dev. Save that note, and there we go. It's as easy as that. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but when you really think about it, it's a cool integration to have. So now, if you want to just send people like Buddy, people on Urbit, like random, you can send them some tokens or whatnot, but that's just based on permission. So, like, yeah, if you have it set to anybody, some people might be like, say the same, I guess, as like if you have a .eth address, people just send you whatever. But so in this case, if I have it set to friends only, cool thing about that is that it's only obviously the friends that I have. So if I come in here and look at the friends list, okay, we've got Dev. Dev is my friend. So if I wanted to, I could send him some money from here. We could do a DM. But this is really the way that you can determine whether or not you share your wallet. And I think that over time, what we're going to do is we're going to expand on this quite a bit and do some additional things. Like in this version, the alpha, we just have sharing with your friends. But the goal that we really want to get to is that maybe for a certain space, you want a certain wallet address to be what you're paid in. So say that space has a token, it's a DAO, whatever, and they want to like just deposit rewards and stuff for you doing work, or you contributing, whatnot. Being able to just set that is going to be something that will come in the future. But yeah, version one or the alpha, we have the basic wallet, and I think we're just going to like iterate on this, get feedback from people, and hopefully from all of that, we can expand this into a really cool user experience with wallets. So, I mean, that's really the scope of the wallet demo that I wanted to show today. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, this will be another short video. But yeah, it's really cool. You can manage crypto, send via Urbit IDs, just like anything else. And one thing that we will be doing is we'll be adding a hardware wallet component. So today we're just, it's just this sort of hot wallet stored in memory, obviously encrypted, but having a hardware wallet integrate with this, and then you can like transfer funds around with that is the ultimate goal. And that's actually not too far away. I think what we really need to do is for the alpha period, we're probably going to harden, you know, all of this stuff, all of the wallet, lib integrations that we want. We're going to harden all of that. And then once that comes, bringing a hardware wallet into it is not too difficult. So yeah, I mean, the roadmap for the wallet is going to be really cool because right now, you know, it's just, managing, sending, sharing your wallet address. But really what's going to come is that you're going to have, the ability to, prompt the wallet for something from an app. So imagine, you're an app developer, you build an Urbit app, and then suddenly, you're like, oh, I want to, prompt the wallet to like submit a transaction or at least like show a transaction. So there'll obviously be permissions associated with that. Whereas like, similar to how like on your Android phone, you're like, okay, this thing's going to have access. This app's going to have access to do this with my phone. In this case, you would have a similar thing where you'd be prompted and it would say like, this app you downloaded wants to prepare a transaction for you to like, do something like maybe pay a subscription or pay for, something in the app. But for now, we're just sort of thinking through those things, and I'm hoping that for the people we get in on the alpha, they can help sort of like, you know, be in that process of discovery of like how exactly those integrations could work and getting some feedback on the permissioning side of things. I think we have a fairly good idea of how it would work, but obviously at scale, we want to make sure this works for everyone. Um, so yeah, that's the wallet. I'm going to sign off, and yeah, that's it.